I don't know if you've seen, but more and more on social media there are these fake, deep fake videos actually on miracle cures. There is fake gurus, there is false remedies that claim the one panacea that will heal all your sufferings. And we usually think, we can't fall prey to these, but these are very subtle manipulation techniques I'm going to share. So save this video, subscribe, and share this with a friend who might need this or who might be in the process of spending a lot of money and who might need this help. I'm Dr. Alex and welcome to the channel. I am sharing on this channel really useful hacks, tips and tricks for your health, for everyday healing. And today I'm going to focus on what are elements of the toxic narrative that you can actually recognize very quickly if you develop the eye for it, and to protect yourself to not fall prey to very subtle manipulation techniques. And I want to tell you a story. The other day, actually, there's a family member of mine who came to me and who recommended me out of the blue that book that claimed to have this miracle cure for cancer and all other sorts of diseases, really heavy diseases. And I was getting already suspicious, because if it's something out of the blue that you've never heard of, that is very strange. So I asked the family member, so where did you get this from? And he's like, yeah, so there's this friend of mine who recommended me that, who said this is very exclusive, only the best and most intelligent people get that recommendation. And that is already the first mechanism. Have you noticed, if you have this effect of feeling that you're not belonging to a certain group, then the in-group, out-group dynamic is being used. That is a dynamic that has been researched in many studies in the 1970s. In-group, out-group, look it up, by Tashfeld Turner. As always, I will leave you the references as well, which basically creates a dynamic that makes you feel of not belonging, and then subconsciously you want to belong. So if somebody tells you of something is only shared by recommendation and not available publicly, that is a strong indicator there's some kind of scam going on. Like, only the best get this recommendation. We want to invite you exclusively. So you can only belong if you have a certain, level of education or social status. And this only happens through recommendation. So if you want to belong to that group, you need to know the people. It all makes you feel, oh, I don't actually belong. I need to, because if I don't, does it mean I'm not intelligent? Does it mean I don't know the latest research? That leads us to the second one. The second manipulation technique is often they imitate or they mimic false claim, or they mimic claims from science, and there's a kind of false science that is being established, like using very similar words to what really exists in science, and then citing studies that have nothing to do with that. So what I really recommend you to do, if you have a suspicion that a video you watch or a book you read is a false miracle cure, a deep fake, look up the studies and use your, first of all, use your intuition. That sounds a bit awkward. Also analyze the words that are being used. Like in this example of my family member, they used very similar words of real research to trick you into, oh, there's a science behind it. And that is also a strong mechanism. If they use science to make you feel, oh, this is already scientifically established, that's a manipulation technique. So this in-group, out-group dynamic, together with falsified claims of science, is the first level. Then the second one is very dogmatic language. Dogmatic language meaning you are being explained to. You're not being listened to what actually your problems are. The explanation goes like this. We have the miracle cure. It's the same mechanism for all people. It works in all people. You will be surprised. Drop your common sense. They make you believe also that everything you heard in the past is simply not applicable. They will make very bold claims using false simplicity to actually make you feel, okay, I don't even need to have a look at the sources. This is so easy that, even a child could understand it. So the dogmatic language is basically just explaining to you and not recognizing any other opinions. It's very kind of overly transposing their opinion onto your life. As in, it will work anyway, it doesn't matter what you think, this is how reality works. And so you're entering in a complete new world. And once you have that gut feeling that this is really strange that I've never heard about that, that's an indicator. So listen to your intuition. Usually it's 100% spot on. If you feel like a little bit gaslit into something that you've never heard of. Number 2. And number 3 is this kind of, it has also been shown in social psychology, it's called reactance theory. They establish the mainstream or everything else that has been established in science as a kind of corrupt system, something that doesn't work. And they spend a lot of time convincing you. And this works a lot with people who are kind of disappointed with the mainstream health system or the mainstream medical system that hasn't helped them in their chronic disease, for example. So they say, the mainstream is just totally corrupt. Come with us. So they're using, again, in-group, out-group dynamics. Come with us. We help and save you because our remedy always works. So they're playing with emotions of people. They're playing with hope. They're playing with despair. They also use a lot fear, as in if you're really fearing for your health because you have this chronic disease, then they use a mechanism saying, okay, we are your last hope, come with us, we will save you. And then if there is a claim that you just have to pay the regular rates off, or there's a huge bill, related to it, a huge price tag, that's it. You have identified a kind of deep fake health claim. I mean, I have now used very bold examples. In reality, this works really subtle and also imitating, for example, the book I was recommended by my family member. It was such a great imitation of real scientific books that I was like, okay, somebody who doesn't have the routine of spotting what is a false scientific claim will think, oh God, this is science, this is scientifically established. So yes, let's buy that book. And the book, heavily overpriced, promising you a panacea solution for cancer. And if you look it up, really the substances they promote is a disinfectant. It's very, very bad. So I also urge you, if you have access to it, check out independent health organizations and check whether they have reviewed that miracle cure that is being proposed. Or if they use fear mongering on the internet, if they use kind of claims, okay, if you do this and that, you will probably have this and that. If they make you feel anxious for your health, that also don't believe a word they say, because whenever they work with the fear, despair of people, it's a manipulation technique to trick you into something. So please share in the comment what kind of experiences you had with these, sadly, fake health claims that are on the rise. Let's support each other on this community of helping each other out. And drop a comment, give me a like and subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much for listening today.